I've been picking up a lot of downloads recently from our beautiful YouTube collective here that many of you out there tuned in to this channel, co-creating all of these messages, all of these videos, may have someone in your life who is creating a soul tie with you. And perhaps you found this video because part of you is consciously aware of this, or maybe even this is a sign from the universe to call back your energy, to take back your power, because someone in your life might be draining your energy by creating some type of soul tie connection with you. Because you have a rare, beautiful, and high vibrational energy. You've done so much of your inner work. You have come so far energetically and spiritually speaking. And when you start shining that light, that beacon of unconditional love and light that comes from being someone who is so self-aware at such a high level of consciousness, you do become that flame that can attract many moths to it. And I see that many people have been trying to latch on to your energy lately, either platonically or romantically. I'm getting that some of these people you might not even be aware of. So today in this video, I'm really feeling guided to share about soul tie connections, signs that someone has created a soul tie with you. Also, what are the differences between a soul tie and what we think of as a soul connection? How can you know the difference? And through recognizing these soul ties, begin to consciously reclaim your power. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. Okay, so when it comes to soul connections, there are different ways that we can be connected to someone in a way that feels highly spiritual. And this is why it can become really confusing. Am I dealing with a karmic, a twin flame, a soulmate, or even a soul tie connection, as we're discussing in this video? The reason that it's difficult to tell the difference is because we are all connected through a giant web of collective consciousness. And there are many different ways to get into someone's energetic field, to become quantum entangled with another soul. This can happen both at really, really, really deep levels, meaning we may have spent many, many lifetimes with someone. We may have a lot of karma, as we say, with a particular person, and therefore be very quantum entangled just naturally as a result of these previous lives we've lived, because of course we have such an ancient soul history that extends so much further beyond this lifetime. But equally, we can actually quantum entangle ourselves with another soul simply through conscious intention, molding, shifting, directing energies consciously through this one physical lifetime. So we may have no soul history with this person, no underlying soul connection necessarily, but we can forge a connection or a soul tie through conscious effort through this lifetime. Sometimes we call this manifesting another person into our life. It is creating a connection that can feel highly intense, spiritual, and even emotional, where there isn't necessarily an underlying soul bond, and where that person may not even necessarily be aligned with us at a core soul level. And when someone is connecting with us, but is not aligned with us at a deeper level, this dissonance can feel really draining. This is actually one of the major ways to tell the difference between a soul tie and a soul connection, or a karmic, a soulmate, a twin flame, is when someone has created a soul tie with you, you will feel deep feelings of internal conflict around this person all the time. This conflict internally comes from this dissonance within yourself, cognitive dissonance, right? Because at one level, you can't get this person out of your mind. You might be seeing signs of them everywhere. You may even be seeing number synchronicities around this person because, again, keep in mind, this person is consciously manifesting you, sending you so much energy, thinking and feeling about you so heavily that you are energetically picking up on that. And then, of course, your beautiful mind, your beautiful body is translating that energy, interpreting that energy in the form of you thinking about this person. It's very backwards. It goes back to that old idea of when you are thinking or dreaming about someone, it can actually be a sign that that other person is thinking heavily, feeling heavily, and even dreaming about you. And you are picking up on that through energetic transference, even if you don't necessarily have an underlying soul bond, an alignment with this other person. So how does this happen? Well, essentially, again, this person is manifesting you into their life. Now, they might be doing this intentionally. They may know about the law of attraction. They might know about quantum physics, about how energy works. And they might just be really drawn to you, really attracted to you, and trying to get into your energy. But very often, in fact, I would say 99% of the time, when someone is forming a soul tie with you, when someone is trying to manifest you into their life, they are actually doing so unconsciously. In fact, I'm picking up for many of you, this person has potentially a very low level of consciousness. I don't feel there's someone who has done a lot of introspection work. This may be someone who doesn't even really believe in the law of attraction, in spirituality. And yet, we all as physically incarnated spiritual beings have an innate knowing, an intuitive knowing about how energy works. This is actually why when we are children and we have a crush on someone in our class, we might doodle their name, we might write our name with their last name, imagining us getting married to them someday. We might daydream about them. This is not a coincidence. The reason we do this as children with a crush is because we realize that these are actually techniques of consciously manifesting that other person into our life, molding, shifting, directing energy in a way that actually calls that person to us. So usually the person who is forging a soul tie with you is doing so highly unconsciously, but the effect it has upon you can still be really profound. So one sign someone has a soul tie with you is, again, there is this feeling of cognitive dissonance. You might feel no deeper soul alignment with this person. And as someone who is highly spiritual and highly intuitive, you can recognize, I don't really feel aligned with this person, with their values, with their personality. I don't really feel this deeper level soul connection. And yet I find myself obsessively thinking about them, even potentially feeling on the surface these romantic emotions or emotions of attraction to them that then leave me feeling confused. There is this underlying sense of confusion all the time about this person. And that constant sense of cognitive dissonance actually becomes very draining. It can feel as though this person is stealing or draining your energy. And this can lead to a lot of frustration, because the obsessive thinking about this person isn't leaving you feeling happy, feeling excited to get to know them, feeling fulfilled. It's actually leaving you drained and frustrated because at a deeper level, you recognize there is no true soul connection here. You aren't really aligned spiritually with this person. And so this leads me into the second sign someone has created a soul tie with you is pay attention when you feel mostly confused about how you feel. Your own feelings start to not really make sense to you. And this is very different from a soulmate a twin flame, or even a karmic, because very often within those connections, because they do serve a spiritual purpose in our life, there is a sense of satisfaction and fulfillment that comes from connecting with those people. There is a sense that this serves a higher level purpose, that this is somehow aligned with us and our soul blueprint at a deeper level. But with someone forging a soul tie with us, any interaction, communication we have with this person physically, or even thoughts about them, can feel intuitively very off track. It can feel as though it's actually derailing us from our major overarching purpose. It feels like by thinking about this person, by interacting with this person, we're actually becoming more out of alignment with our true soul path and with our inner core soul frequency. In fact, something about the interactions with this person may feel as though they're really lacking in authenticity. We don't really feel like we can be our true authentic self with this person, and yet we might find ourselves again obsessively thinking about them or even wanting to be around them without knowing why. The third and final sign, or at least in this video, let me know if you ever want a part 2, but a third sign that someone has made a soul tie with you is that, and this is the most confusing thing, you may actually see spiritual signs of this person. You might see repeated number signs around your connection. You might run into them randomly. You might have synchronicities with this other person, and yet there is this deep lack of resonance at a soul level, lack of alignment with them. Your values don't match up. Your personalities are very mismatched. Interacting with this person seems to derail you from your true life purpose here on planet Earth, and yet you might find yourself actually Googling signs that someone is meant to be in your life, or signs from the universe that you have a soul connection with someone. You might search these types of things or wonder, is the universe trying to give me signs about this particular person? And in one sense, yes, the universe is sending you the sign that this person has connected themselves to you in a way that is now beginning to affect your energy. So I really hope this video was empowering for you. I hope it helps you to reclaim your power, because the first step to really reclaiming power from a soul tie connection is to recognize that it exists. And once you become consciously aware of it, there are ways to call back your power from these people and situations. So let me know in the comments if you want more information on how to break a soul tie, how to call back your power from these others who may be stealing your energy in some way. And also let me know in the comments if you've experienced any of these signs. Is someone manifesting you right now? Are you seeing signs or feeling the effects of that? I love hearing from all of you beautiful souls in the comment sections under these videos. So thank you for being such a powerful co-creative force here on this channel. We are all soul family, remembering each other, reconnecting with each other here on YouTube. And if that resonates with you, I would also love if you subscribed to this channel, join our beautiful community here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. Have a beautiful, magical rest of your day. I'm sending you so much love, so much light, and so much positive energy today. And I will talk to you again in the next video.